Hey, welcome. Today we are diving into one of the hottest sugar alternatives out there right now, monk fruit. You're seeing it everywhere, so let's break down what it really is and, what you actually need to know about it. Aren't we all? We want that sweetness, right? In our coffee, our baking, but we want it without all the calories and the health baggage that comes with sugar. Well, that's the exact promise of monk fruit. So, monk fruit, or luan gua as it's also called, isn't some brand new thing cooked up in a lab. Nope. It's this small green melon that's been a staple in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries, often used to soothe sore throats. And now its wellness secret is officially hitting the mainstream. So what is all the hype about? Why is everyone suddenly talking about it? Let's get right into the main benefits that have put monk fruit on pretty much every supermarket shelf. Okay, first off, just get your head around this number. Monk fruit extract is somewhere between 150 and 250 times sweeter than regular table sugar. That's just staggering. It means a tiny pinch goes a really long way. And here's the kicker. For all that incredible sweetness, you're looking at 0 calories and 0 carbs. This is exactly why it's become such a go-to for anyone who's managing their weight. And that amazing number, 0, applies to another really crucial area. Monk fruit doesn't raise your blood glucose levels at all. This is huge, and it's the reason it's generally considered a safe bet for people with diabetes. So, the sweetness itself, it comes from these natural compounds called magricides. They're actually antioxidants, which is pretty cool. And they're also said to be anti-inflammatory. And of course, by saving you all those calories and carbs, it can definitely help with weight loss. Most importantly, the FDA has given it the thumbs up with a generally recognized as safe designation. All right, it sounds pretty perfect, doesn't it? But, like with anything that seems too good to be true, there's always another side to the story. So, what's the catch? Well, first up, there are some practical issues. Monk fruit is a pain to grow and process, which makes it pretty expensive compared to other sweeteners. And good luck finding it fresh. It spoils incredibly fast after it's picked. And then there's the taste. For some people, there's a definite aftertaste that they just don't love. But there's another really important question to ask. When you buy that bag of monk fruit sweetener, what are you really getting? Because you might be getting a whole lot more than you bargained for. See, because monk fruit is so crazy sweet, it's almost always mixed with bulking agents. A really common one is the sugar alcohol erythritol. Now, this is important. A major study recently linked high levels of erythritol to an increased risk of heart attack and stroke. Another one you'll see is dextrose, which, well, it's just a form of sugar. It can raise your blood glucose, which kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? So the main takeaway here is this. You have to become a label detective. Seriously. Always flip that package over and read the ingredients so you know exactly what you're putting in your body. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about a health risk that, yeah, it's rare, but it's very real and you absolutely need to know about it. And that's allergic reactions. So here's the key piece of information. Monk fruit is part of the gourd family. Think pumpkins, melons, that whole group of plants. So it just makes sense, right? If you already have a known allergy to other gourds like pumpkin, squash, cucumbers, or melons, then your risk of reacting to monk fruit is higher. It's a really important connection to be aware of. All right, we've gone through the science, the pros, the cons, so let's get practical. How can you actually start using this stuff in your own kitchen? Honestly, you can use it just about anywhere you'd normally use sugar. It dissolves great in coffee and tea, you can whiz it into smoothies, mix it into salad dressings and sauces, or just sprinkle it on your morning yogurt or oatmeal. It's super versatile. And here's a huge plus, especially if you like to bake. Monk fruit is heat stable. That means you can bake with it without it breaking down. Some brands even make special blends that let you swap it for sugar 1-for-1 in your recipes, which is a total game changer. Okay, that was a lot of ground to cover, so let's just boil this all down. What are the absolute key things you need to remember? So here's the bottom line. Think of it as a promising tool, not some magic bullet. In the pro column, you've got 0 calories, 0 carbs, and no blood sugar spike, all from a natural plant. But in the con column, it's pricey, you have to watch out for those additives, and honestly, we just don't have a lot of research on its long-term effects yet. And that's really the final crucial point. Even though the FDA says it's generally safe, The science on what it does to our bodies over years and years, especially our gut health, is still brand new. We just don't have the complete picture yet. Which kind of leaves us with this big question to think about. Is monk fruit the final answer in our long search for the perfect sugar substitute? Or is it just another promising stop on the journey to whatever comes next? Only time and more research will tell. Thanks for tuning in.